Hi there! Today, we will be going over the capabilities of fabric connectors and how you can use fabric connectors to integrate external threat feeds to automate responses. Fortinet's security fabric connectors provide deep integration into partner environments and platforms, enabling teams to automate security and simplify operations. We will be showing you how to create the connector and creating a simple security rule to control access using the FortiGate category's threat feed connector. Administrators can use this feature to control internal web access for compliance or internal guidelines. For example, customers with strict media access guidelines can restrict YouTube, Google News, and Google Music while still allowing Google search engine. Whereas firewall can make decisions for you based on source and destination IP, FortiGuard connectors allow third-party feeds to help build a more context-aware security profile. Let us go ahead and get started. First, going into our FortiGate, we will find and select Fabric Connectors on the left pane under Security Fabric. Next, scroll down and select FortiGuard Categories under Threat Feeds. Using this connector, we can then use them inside our web filter profile and SSL inspection exemption list. Fill in the name and URL. In this case, we will be using AWS S3 service to simulate a simple third-party feed. Disable basic authentication if needed, and click OK. Now that we have created a FortiGuard categories connector, we can use them inside our web filter profile. In this example, we will be demonstrating the granularity of FortiGuard connector by showing that you can block access to Google Music while still allowing access to Google Search. Under Security Profiles, go to Web Filter. We will now be creating a new custom profile that will use the connector. Fill in the name, and under Remote Category, we can see the connector created from the previous step and the action you can take on that connector. We can allow, block, monitor, authenticate, or give a warning. We will allow the category first to show connectivity. Leaving the default alone, click OK to finish creating the profile. We will now go and create a security rule that will use this profile. Under Policy and Objects, select IPv4 policy. Select Create New to create a new rule. We will be creating a simple rule that will accept source from the internal web server going to any destination on any service. Under Security Profile, enable Web Filter and choose the profile we created in the previous step. Leave the default alone and click OK. Switching to our terminal, we see that access from our internal resource to news.google.com is allowed. We also see that youtube.com is allowed, as youtube.com was on the list inside S3. Let's now go back to FortiGate and change the profile to block access. Switching to the terminal, you can see that access to Google News and YouTube is blocked. However, Google.com is still allowed. If we look again on FortiGate's web filter profile, we see that although the streaming and media category allowed YouTube, the FortiGuard connector overrode the access. This granularity can allow companies to enable strict internal guidelines. Thank you for watching, and see you next time.